All right, ladies and gentlemen, what you need is one of your, and this should be inside your sketchbook, one of your divider pages, and a Sharpie, and a Zentangle packet. So these are all the things you've got. Right now, your page should say, and I'm going to pick the one, I'm just going to pick brainstorming. And in pencil right now it should say brainstorming. You can take the Sharpie and write right over your name. That is the first part. Then you are going to give yourself a little circle, an oval, a box, some kind of shape around your name so that this stands out in the middle. Now what we are going to do today is you are on at least a couple of your pages going to start by doing some Zentangles. Now Zentangles are a pretty cool little art form. And it kind of looks like, if you look right here, it is a very complicated, very pattern-heavy design. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your page and you're going to do what is called Zentangle strings. You're going to do, and they can be any kind of shape you want, but you're going to divide your page into a bunch of different shapes. You are then going to take your Zentangle book, and you can look through, and there are a lot of these that it gives you like step by step. Like you start here, you go here, you go here, you go here. There are lots and lots of designs that you can pick from. I'm going to pick, I think I'm going to do feathers here because I really like that one. I'm going to take this space right here, and everywhere between this line and this line, I'm going to start with the first step. Now you're going to do this right in Sharpie pen. You are not going to do this in pencil. If you make a mistake, the thing about Zentangles is that if you make a mistake, you just have to make it work and be part of your design. So I am doing this and this. Notice that when I hit the edge of a space, I stop. So there. Oh wait, this guy needs another one here. I'll make that work, and then add these here. So, am I done with this space? No, because this is just the second step here. The next step says do another line between it. So now I'm going to go and do another line. I'm not going to make you watch me do this whole thing. But then what happens after I do that line is I do one more line. Now you will notice that the Sharpie pen is not going through my paper yet. When you get to the next step, when you start actually coloring with the Sharpie pens, you may want to open your sketchbook out flat. So if you look, so I've got my sketchbook. I'm going to pull this page and open my sketchbook flat so that there's no pages underneath it, just in case any of the Sharpie pen bleeds through. But once I've gone through and done those, then I look here, and I could do this variation or this variation. I think I'm going to choose the middle one. And I'm just going to take this black Sharpie and go through. Now, one reason why I'm giving you Sharpie pens and not big, thick, heavy Sharpies. So you should not be using big, thick, heavy Sharpies because those will absolutely bleed through, and they'll bleed through a lot. These thinner ones will not bleed through as much, as you can see. All I got is a couple of little dots. But you should have some spaces that are shaded. Now this might take you a long time, depending on what your patterns are. You should have at least one divider page that has a pretty good selection of patterns on it before the end of class. If you finish one, start another one. In an ideal world, you'd have all of them done. But at the very least, get a couple of them done today so that you are using your time appropriately. If I see a lot of very loose, very non-time consuming patterns, I'm going to assume you have all of them done. And I will be grading on participation on this tomorrow in class. So make sure you are not sitting here doing nothing. You are looking at and working with and adding Zentangle patterns.